Episode of the Everblack Podcast is brought to you by Deathwish, Hotrods and Kustoms. Check out their Instagram for all their new t-shirts, caps, beanies, cups, and the all-new Atomic Death lineup. Hey, Dino, good to see you again, brother. What's going on?
How's it going?
Yeah, good, man. Good.
Good to see you.
Yeah, you too, man. Well, good now. I just had like everything. Have you ever had one of those days where everything just explodes in the studio just right before you have to do something and then you race?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, many times.
And I was like, oh, no. Yeah, but we made it work.
Not just in the studio, but in life in general.
Yeah, I used to that too. Yeah, man. How you been? It's good to see you.
Oh, I've been pretty busy.
Yeah, you look.
Yeah. I'm going to be coming down there soon in Australia at the end of this month.
Man, you have no idea how keen we are. It's going to be so good.
Yeah, I'll be there with Soulfly. We're doing the Good Things Festival. We're doing a couple of side shows, so it should be great.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I can't make it to the sideshow because it's in another state, but I'm definitely going to be there in Brisbane, and man, what a lineup! It's going to be incredible.
Yeah, Gojira's going to be on it. Can't wait to see him.
Yeah, Lacuna Coil as well, and yeah, it's gonna be a good day. But how you been, Jam with Max? How's that been going?
Oh, it's like jamming with an old friend. We've been friends for 30 plus years, and whenever he calls, I'm there.
Oh, that's so good, man. Is that how it happened? Did he just call up and say, "Hey, man, what are you doing? Do you want to come hang out and play some shows?"
Yes, that's how it happened. Well, actually, he had called me up like a few years ago to come cover for the other guitar player that they had, but I couldn't go. I was doing Fear Factory.
Yeah.
But obviously, ever since COVID and ever since all of our legal issues, I had a lot of downtime with Fear Factory, so I had some free time to go jam with Max. So when he called me, I was like, I'm there. Let's do it.
Is there any plans to maybe do a project with Max at some stage?
No plans, man. My plate is full. His plate's full.
Yeah.
We just released Recoded, which is the remix record from Aggression Continuum. I'm getting ready to go to Oz. I'm actually already started pre-production for a new album with a new singer. I got a tour coming up early next year in February, Fear Factory and Static X. It's going to be great. It's going to be across the United States. So I got a lot of stuff going on, man.
Man, you do. Your plate is full. There's also that big, massive festival. You guys just got announced, that Sick New World Festival or something, where everybody is playing, all your mates and stuff. That looks like pretty cool. Yeah.
Yes. I don't know, but I believe we might be added later on to that festival. I don't know yet.
Dude, can you do me a favor?
Don't quote me on that. It's gonna end up on all the websites.
I know. But you could do me a favor and just jam me in your suitcase on your way back. And I'll just change my name and,
I don't know. I just don't know how, 75 bands is going to play in one day.
I know. Man, it's insane. But, man, talking about Fear Factory, man, Recoded I love it so much because, obviously the remanufacture remix album came back in 97, and that was like prime for me. Like, Fear Factory's, I've told you before, man, Fear Factory's a really important band for me. So, what inspired you to, revisit remixes and stuff of your material?
Just having downtime, because during COVID, obviously we, couldn't do tour, couldn't do anything. So I had some free time. So I decided to do a few remixes. I was initially started as like 2 or 3 songs that I was going to have Reese Fulber do, but then I realized that, hey man, we got some more time. So let's make this a full album, because we haven't done a full record since Remanufacture 25 years ago. So I figured, hey, this is a great album, and let's do some remixes for it, because everybody knows that we've done it before.
Yeah.
1993 was when Fear is the Mind Killer came out, which is our first remix. Actually, Australia was the first country that we did that tour. in support of that EP way back. So yeah, just going all the way back to that, just thinking about what it was like now. Should I do it now? And so I decided to go full on with it. And I just reached out to a few different DJs, a few different remixers, and we made it happen.
And you recorded new guitars for it too, didn't you?
There was only one track that
Okay.
was Recoded, the title track.
Yep.
Yeah.
Man, that's awesome. It's so good to hear those interpretations of those songs. And how does it inspire you with your writing? Like hearing those songs back in that way, does it sort of open doors in other, material?
I mean, I don't know if I want to venture that far into it on a normal Fear Factory record, because we do have a lot of fans that are full on metalheads and they just want to
Yes.
hear the heavy chugging and the heavy riffs and the fast beats and the syncopated double basses. But at the same time, people can know that this is not how do I say it? It's not like a normal Fear Factory record. So when they get the remixes, they know what it's going to be, kind of, like it's something going to be completely different from the album. So they already know, they already have that mindset going into that. But I think, you know, putting that a lot of that into what I'm doing now, maybe not what exactly work. I don't know if a full synth, 80s style retro synth wave track would work on a normal Fear Factory record. I don't know, right? So
Yeah.
I don't want to venture too far into it. Sure, I can add some of those elements into it because we've always kind of done that. But I always try to look at each record as its own and try to just move forward in that way.
Did you find back in the day, though, when you did release Remanufacture, that it opened the doors for a wider fan base? Because it wasn't just the metal dudes that I knew at school that were listening to that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I would like to think so. I would like to definitely think so. I know that video games really helped us a lot. Like doing the remixes, and then video game companies liking the remixes and putting some of those tracks on their video games. I know that opened the door for us for a lot of different people, because normally like a kid who's 12, 13 years old playing a video game, probably wouldn't normally be in the Fear Factory, but because he heard a certain track that really caught his ear, and then he goes and searches it out and discovers that it's Fear Factory, and then boom, that's kind of like how we get our fans through that kind of avenue. But yeah, I it has in that way. But I think more so back in Fears the Mind Killer, it kind of really opened the doors for us, because it got us more into the industrial crowd.
Yeah.
And then of course, demanufactured to follow that kind of like blew the doors open.
Yeah, this album. Hey, this one. Because last time we spoke, you opened up your copy and showed me this.
Yeah.
Got a copy, and man, this thing is incredible. Like, I love this vinyl. It's one of my favorite things in the whole entire world. But
yeah. Yeah, that record was I believe Australia and England were the first two countries that record went golden.
Man. I remember like the first time, talking about video games, the first time I ever heard you was on the Mortal Kombat, the movie. I went and saw the movie, and I was like, ran out and got the soundtrack, and that for me. So video games, as you said, it's always had a sort of hand in hand with Fear Factory.
Yeah, video games, and definitely that Mortal Kombat soundtrack really opened the doors for us, helped us a lot with demanufacture for sure.
Man, absolutely, I love it.
So, a lot of people discovered us from that soundtrack.
Yeah. Oh, there was a lot of good stuff on that soundtrack, actually.
Yeah.
Like, KMFDM, and I found Napalm from that too.
Oh yeah, a lot of good bands.
It's the best. But of course, moving forward with the band, how's the writing and stuff going for this new stuff you're working on?
It's going great. Like I said, we just started pre-production, so we just started writing. We're about 4 songs in, so it's great. Everything's flowing really good. We've been working on it for about 2.5 weeks. So,
man, how are you ready to reveal who the singer is?
Well, no, not to you.
What if I just hit this button right here and then No,
What would the button be? Go ahead, hit it.
it'll stop the recording.
Oh, okay. I
It'll
thought maybe it was gonna be like a sound effects button.
no, that's this one. There you got a round of applause.
Where's
But
where's the farting button? The farting.
I got I got that one. I
Yeah,
got it.
we want the fart button. You
I
know,
think I need to add that. I need to add that in
I
here.
think you do. I think you
But
do.
but yeah, I think that's the thing that everyone's hanging on to hear the reveal of who this person is. It's so exciting.
Well, everybody's gonna know by next year because we have touring starting into February, so everybody will know then. You know, I just hope people are not disappointed because it's nobody famous. You know what I mean? Everybody's like, who is it? Is it James Hetfield? Is it Mike Patton? Is it, is it Corey Taylor? Is it, it's like, no, nobody like that at all. They got their own bands, respectfully. They got their own things going on.
I love that though. I love that it's
Yep.
someone that isn't known. That's going to add their own personality to the band. I mean,
Well, you want a person who's going to be able to, respect the legacy that we started 31 years ago, 32 years ago. And so you want that person to be able to, sing those parts as they were meant to be. But moving forward with newer stuff, he's got to somewhat have his own identity. You know what I mean?
I love that. Without spoiling things, though, I know you can't tell me who it is, but what, like,
I don't understand. People are more concerned about this than anything else. It's like, it's not that big of a deal.
I don't know. I guess it's as a fan, it's exciting. That's all. It's not that
Okay.
it's that's
Well, I know people who are not fans who want to know. They just want to know. Like they're not even fans of the band. They just want to know.
man. I don't know if I'm so excited for the future of Fear Factory. As I said, like,
So
man,
so am I. So am I because this writing so far has been pretty exciting. I mean the 4 tracks that we do have, it's just I don't know how to say it. It's classic stuff.
man, is it? I won't keep digging too much because I could make.
Go ahead. You can ask all you want.
I'm so excited, dude. I'm so excited. But of course, touring and things like that with Fear Factory. How's that sort of look like moving into the future? You said February is kicking off. Is Australia? Do you think Australia is going to be at some point?
I would predict Australia 2024, unfortunately, because this year is pretty much booked up. This coming year is pretty much booked up.
He's still going to be running with Soulfly? Is that
No.
a long? No, okay.
No, well, if I have time, but I don't really, I'm not going to have time anymore. This is the last thing that I have right now. But I don't know. You never know. I hope I get to do some stuff with them. But, right now I'd really need to concentrate on my own band
Yeah,
and really
absolutely.
get that going. A lot of people are asking a lot of questions, a lot of people getting pissed off, but in a good way. You know what I mean? In a good way. It's because everybody wants to know who it is. Everybody wants to see the band. Everybody wants me to get going. So that's exactly what I need to do.
Yeah, I'm sorry if I was being a punisher trying to dig. It's my job.
It's all good. It's all good. It all comes from a good space. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
I hear it all. Come on, mate. Fucking tell us who it is, mate. Fucking hell. Who the fuck is it? Fuck you, Dino.
Just keep telling you could always just lead us all down the wrong path and just say it's somebody and then surprise us with somebody. If I see you.
So you've been at the festival then?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I believe it's sold out. Is that correct?
I don't know about Brisbane, but it's close.
Okay.
It's close.
Okay.
Like people, I think, are real like early Christmas presents and stuff like that.
Yeah,
of
course.
It's gonna
be.
Yeah. And the side shows are gonna go crazy. I think they went on sale today, so you expect.
I always love it. I always love it that your guys' Christmas is always hot as fuck. You guys got the summer Christmas.
And what's funny is we're singing songs about snow and shit. What's that about?
Really? Even Australians?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
It's weird. We're fucking backwards.
But it's all good, man. You guys, it's beautiful down there.
Oh, we can't wait to see you. You're always welcome. We're always welcome.
Oh, yeah.
Mate, in the meantime,
definitely a home away from home.
Oh, why don't you just move here?
If they allowed me to, I could possibly could. Yeah, I don't think they allow me.
Why wouldn't they allow you?
I don't know. Because I'm not Australian.
You're technically Australia. You've been here enough times. I think it's sort of they've got a checklist that you've been here enough that you would be. So you're welcome. I'll put in a word.
Okay, thanks. Appreciate that.
Mate, Dino, it's always awesome catching up with you. Recoded is out now everywhere, and we'll have the links down here to that and the side shows with Soulfly and Good Things Fest.
Yep.
And mate, keep the Fear Factory coming because we're fucking ready.
Oh yeah. Thank you, man. I appreciate that.